I'm all wet.
You have to take that off and you'll have to take your jeans off.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It could be argued that a whole series of events were set in motion just because one young girl fell into a creek, bumped by a bumptious youth. The group moved on, but not until the girl had to take off her wet clothing. The staff people in charge should have gone back, but they didn't. They walked on and found a quiet spot by the creek to have lunch.
So, like, did we get a lunch or something? I'm hungry.
Give us one.
No. Should have brought your own.
Where can I go to the toilet?
I'll go over there.
Where have they gone?
God knows. Probably looking for some creature to torment.
Anna isn't back.
Well, where's she got to?
Anna! Come on! Don't play silly buggers! Anna!
Anna.
I can hear the others, but I can't see them. They shouted out to me that they won't come back to the bus.
We have to get her back to the centre.
Why don't you take her? I'll keep looking for the others. I can't find them in 30 minutes, so I'll give you a ring and then call the police.
The girl told staff back at the centre she had been pack raped by at least 3 of the youths. However, the girl wasn't given medical care at a hospital until days later. On the day of the incident, she was just sent to her room to shower and change. The police rounded up the youths. They found them in the bush and brought them back to the centre, but they didn't question them at all. A report was given to the officials in the department. Much later, a children's court magistrate named Noel Heiner started to examine matters related to the John Oxley Youth Centre. He came across the incident, along with others, and then, possibly because the girl was just 14 and was a minor in state care, a severe scandal loomed.
Magistrate Noel Heiner, could you briefly tell us your background?
Briefly, I've been a children's court magistrate in Queensland for over 20 years.
What were you inquiring into in 1990?
I was looking into various complaints that had been made by some staff at the John Oxley Youth Centre. Specifically, I was considering whether the behaviour of management at the centre had been fair and reasonable, and whether there was a need for measures to improve the safety and protection of young people living in the centre.
So, you interviewed a number of people?
Yes, I did. Managers, staff members and others. A lot of concerned people came forward to tell me their experiences.
And what did you discover?
That there were deep divisions in the centre, mainly between custodial officers and the youth workers. There was also serious conflict between management and staff.
And what was your conclusion about the management of the centre?
It was a can of worms, on the point of being dysfunctional. There was corruption as well.
Corruption, you say?
Assets going missing. Staff not at work when they should have been. Nepotism in employment, promotion of favourites.
And what about the care of the young people?
There were deep problems there as well, especially from mixing older youths awaiting trial for quite serious charges with young teenagers who were wards of the state.
Well, how did the staff fulfil their duties towards the care of these young people?
Very poorly in some cases, due partly to the lack of training. But there are also some bad apples in the barrel.
Can you elaborate on that, or what did you discover?
Some practices were clearly child abuse, such as the practice of handcuffing young people to fences and drains and leaving them out overnight for minor infractions of the rules. There were even allegations of youth workers assaulting inmates. Some inmates were sedated to control them.
These seem to be quite serious matters.
Oh, there was worse.
Worse?
Yes. I was given evidence of an alleged gang rape of a teenage girl that was not properly followed up. In addition, there are allegations of sexual relations between some of the staff and inmates. I was told of a staff member who took inmates on day outings, but these involve trips to the local motel.
And did you report these incidents to the higher authorities?
I did.
And what was their reaction?
I received a written notification that I was to immediately cease my inquiries, and I was instructed to hand over all the evidence I had collected. On the 13th of February, my employment came to an end.
Well, can we act this out just to see how it sounds? And what did Heiner have to say?
We can do this, Kayla. We'll do it like an interview. Learn these notes. I'll go get another coffee. Then I'll come back. I'll be the interviewer. We can act out what happened after Heiner's inquiry. Who wants to be a public servant? We'll need 3 public servants.